Rahim. Major General Asad Nawaz Khan, Hilale Imtiaz Military, Director General, Defense and Export Promotion Organization, Dr. Ismail, His Excellency, distinguished members of national and international strategic community and the defense industry, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning. It is indeed a matter of professional privilege and a personal honor for me to address this August gathering on a theme of great significance, not just for Pakistan, but also for the defense community. I would also like to express my deep appreciation for the efforts of Defense and Exports Promotion Organization and other entities involved in organizing Ideas 224, a platform which has emerged as a significant event in the defense exhibition calendar, both regionally and globally, and a valuable platform for exchange of views on the defense production challenges and opportunities. Diverse representation and increased participation compared to the previous years is indeed a testimony to this fact and a proof of continuous quest for improvement and collaboration on part of Pakistan's defense industrial fraternity. Ladies and gentlemen, today, where the global security milieu is uncertain and the character of war is rapidly changing, cooperation and collaboration are more crucial than ever. Precisely, the role forums like Ideas are designed to actually play. In the same context, I have today structured my talk to cover global and regional geostrategic and security landscape, an overview of the emerging and changing character of conflict, the attendant trends in the global defense industrial mosaic, an overview of Pakistan's defense production capabilities, and finally, I would like to give some concluding thoughts reflecting a possible way forward. Ladies and gentlemen, at the global level, we see that the world is undergoing a transition essentially in 4 dimensions. Firstly, there is a shift in polarity from a unipolar to somewhat a multipolar world. We can say that today the world is at its inflection point. And in the words of Ian Bremmer, at ground zero, where no single country or bloc has sufficient political and economic influence to shape the global agenda. Secondly, the resultant changes and the resurgence in geopolitical discourse, wherein the primacy of geoeconomics is today under stress. We see a multifaceted approach to international relations, where military posturing, ideological battles, and economic leverages are gaining prominence. Third, there is a re-emergence of great power contestation. We observe a recalibration of balance of power with emphasis on issue-based partnerships instead of traditional alliances, wherein the emerging technologies like the artificial intelligence, cyber, electronic warfare, space, and other niche domains are today becoming the principal constituents of the power contestation. Finally, the fourth transition relates to the colliding waves of globalization versus nationalism. Politically, we see an increasing trend of minilateralism, exceptionalism, and regionalism, creating somewhat a disruptive security environment. Regional and extra-regional arrangements like Quad, I2U2, and AUKUS, being a manifestation of this approach, are redrawing the security paradigm in the region. Notions of the return of right, West versus the rest, and global North versus the global South have started to somewhat echo with a greater resonance. Ladies and gentlemen, multilateral fora are becoming extensively politicized, thus increasingly complicating non-proliferation regimes, arms control consensus, cooperation on non-traditional security challenges, and terrorism. Transformative fusion of emerging technologies with artificial intelligence has ushered an indefinite dividend while creating challenges and raising questions on aspects of national security, the interstate relations, strategic competition, and unwarranted proliferation. Defining elements of the state power are under fundamental transformation, questioning the traditional notions of balance and deterrence in interstate relationship. Pursuit of domination in military is creating novel and niche spheres of strategic competition with profound implications on both the regional and the global environment. World has shied away from the chronic hotbeds of conflicts, including Palestine and the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, and thus has been unable to solidify states' confidence on the global system to limit social, economic, and ideological disillusionment. Ladies and gentlemen, conflicts have become too many and too complex, with resultant stress on the defense industry's capacity and capability worldwide. Forces of disorder are today growing in power. Proxies driven by regional and global interests are becoming more pronounced. Voids in the global security architecture are encouraging certain actors to seek conflict resolution by force, further eroding our confidence on the global system. This is impaired by unfair technology denials, weaponization of human needs, and blatant regards of criteria-based and rule-based approaches, rather disregard in the global system. In this dilemma of evolving global order, national security, particularly of smaller and middle countries, cannot be sublet on the hopes and promises of international law and systems of conflict resolution, justice, equitable rights, financial institutions, and human rights. This suggests that indigenous and self-enabled military capabilities are essential and sine qua non of our respective national security. Ladies and gentlemen, in a nutshell, one can say that global order today is in a state of flux. How the world will transition into a new global system will largely depend upon the approach taken by the world powers. Will it be decoupling or de-risking, accommodation and cooperation, or competition and contestation, or open kinetic rivalries, leading to catastrophic showdowns, or a mere domain-specific combination of posturing? All this is yet to be seen. In Europe, the protracted nature of Russia-Ukraine conflict, besides stressing transatlantic partnership, has altered the Europe's security architecture with enhanced defense spending and shifting of focus from soft power to hard power. Africa is capitalizing on its newfound identity. Global powers are rushing in for resources and influence, and region's economy is expecting a positive relevance at the global stage. However, unrest in some of the significant African countries like Sudan is hindering this destined prosperity. In the Middle East, besides Israel's gross human rights violations in Palestine and Lebanon, ladies and gentlemen, there is a high risk of conflict expansion. excuse me, characterized by drone and missile warfare, modern air defense systems, and asymmetric strategies of conflict prosecution. Asia Pacific and the Indian Ocean region are today wrangling hot amidst intense strategic alignments and witnessing an increased militarization. Strategic competition in Asia Pacific has led to strategic patronization of some states that has implications not only for the region but for the contiguous zones, especially in South Asia. The outlook of South Asia is being shaped by geopolitical rivalries, peculiar character of Pakistan-India-China equation, perpetual instability in Afghanistan, strategic patronization of India, and the unresolved Indo-Pakistan dispute with Kashmir lying at the center stage. India is today getting leverages of a net security provider. Ladies and gentlemen, a misplaced notion that not just defies the fundamental principles of power and strategic equilibrium and disregards geopolitical rationality, but also undermines the United Nations cardinal principle of equal and undiminished security of all states. It is only a matter of time that this assertion will prove itself. I just hope that it is not too late or too catastrophic for the world. Ladies and gentlemen, amidst a turbulent geostrategic landscape, let us examine how technology is impacting the character of warfare, the mainstay of any defense industry. At the global level, a new comprehensive arms race has ensued that includes emerging new weapons and niche technologies. These are likely to impact complete facet and understanding of raising, maintaining, and application of the military forces. Technology is appearing dominant in the complete spectrum of conflict and war fighting. High-tech and asymmetric strategies through drone and counter-drone systems, EW and counter-EW spectrums, ballistic missiles, and air defense or missile defense shields have already started to dominate armed conflicts and force development. Disruptive technologies are in preponderance with high precision applications and non-contact warfare toolkit, challenging erstwhile notions of force projection and force protection. While we so far considered space a safe and global common, it is not the case any longer. 40 years down the line of Reagan's Strategic Defense Initiative, which was considered akin to fiction fighting of Star Wars, the latter has become a reality as the hunter-killer satellites, ASAT weapons, and other offensive weapon systems are permanently changing the peaceful nature of our outer space. Today, AI-driven information operations are immensely powerful to shape the public opinions. Therefore, commonly recognized notions of sovereignty and territorial integrity are becoming increasingly elusive and contested. Lethal autonomous weapon systems are revolutionizing warfighting based on augmented efficiency, reduced human involvement, and algorithmic decision making, at the same time creating ethical, emotional, and moral challenges. Likewise, we are at the cusp of experiencing a complete shift in human training, where virtual and augmented reality will play a leading role. Precision engagements, augmented targeting, virtual command advisor shall become a norm and extremely complex for exercising human oversight. In a nutshell, we can assume that the use of niche technologies and ideas have the potential to play probably defining role in the future conflicts. However, while we are likely to see the primacy of high-tempo, modern, and smart mechanized application of integrated forces, I believe that the operational levels, maneuver mechanized warfare, and conventional warfighting strategies will also remain in currency, at least for the foreseeable future. As military strategies evolve to incorporate emerging domains, seamless integration of conventional and advanced systems will be vital in addressing complex security challenges and ensuring comprehensive defense capabilities for the nations worldwide. Ladies and gentlemen, the global defense industrial production landscape presents several opportunities as well as challenges stemming from evolving geopolitical dynamics, technological advancements, and economic factors. I'll give you a breakdown of that. The contemporary conflicts and the rising geopolitical tensions have led to surge in the global military spending. Nations are responding to this volatile landscape and diversified threat spectrum by strengthening military capabilities, leading to increased investments in arms, military technologies, and defense infrastructure. Defense industry is today being transformed by rapid technological advancements. Key domains such as AI, autonomous systems, hypersonic and directed energy weapons, cyber warfare capabilities, and space-based technologies are today becoming essential. This drives significant R&D investment and intensifies competition in order to maintain technological advantage. Recognizing interconnected nature of contemporary warfare, there's a growing emphasis on multi-domain and multinational interoperability and collaboration. Joint development initiatives, technology exchanges, and standardization are becoming fundamental components of defense and diplomatic relations. Private sector and the startups are taking on an increasingly important role in defense production. In fact, they are witnessing a boom. This shift from conventional state propriety over the defense industry highlights need for an effective collaboration with the private entities, essential for resource optimization and energizing innovation while efficiently managing intellectual property and technology transfers. Export control regimes and technology denials pose significant challenges for developing countries and production entities, making partnerships and indigenization vital for fulfilling national security needs. This selective approach towards defense collaboration, however, encourages new players and partnerships. Ladies and gentlemen, supply chain disruptions witnessed in the recent past in the COVID, coupled with protracted nature of ongoing conflicts, have prompted the need for building resilient and diversified assembly lines and logistics ecosystems, reducing reliance on single source providers and promoting domestic production capabilities. Ladies and gentlemen, in the midst of technological revolution, relevance and development of conventional means of warfare is likely to endure, underscoring the need for sustaining parallel competencies and capabilities. Infusion of emerging technologies with conventional systems, therefore, offers rich dividends, meriting focused attention of the global defense community. Amidst challenges and opportunities matrix, Pakistan's defense industrial complex has made significant strides, evident from the fact that our armed forces are primarily reliant on this valuable resource. We have, alhamdulillah, well-established R&D setups and quality human resource, able to provide technologically high-end and cost-effective solutions validated through stringent standards of safety and quality by the Pakistan Armed Forces. I would like to share some highlights with you. Ladies and gentlemen, our strategic capability is the pinnacle of Pakistan's defense industrial prowess, built from scratch and sustained at the cutting edge solely through our indigenous endeavors. This state-of-the-art capability developed by overcoming formidable impediments, including stringent export restrictions, is the epitome of exceptional human expertise and technological innovation this country is blessed with. Pakistan's defense industry is force behind the Pakistan's battle-hardened armed forces, and it is playing a vital role in equipping the forces with modern and technologically advanced systems which continue to prove their mettle in different conflict zones. Through superior R&D and using innovative and cost-effective solutions, these industries are not only fulfilling countries' essential defense requirements, but also exploring avenues of collaboration in the international defense market. Joint ventures and development of warfighting systems, such as internationally recognized JF-17 and Super Mashak aircraft, UAVs, UCAVs in the Sharper series, advanced main battle tanks, Al-Khalid Al-Zarar and Haider, APCs, EW and communication systems, maritime patrol vessels, small arms, including the newly developed sniper weapon system PK-47 and high-grade ammunitions are indeed a testimony to this reality. We are also pursuing developing corresponding capabilities in the emerging niche technologies from multiple platforms. Here I would like to make a special mention of the National Aerospace Science and Technology Park and the Maritime Park, which are fostering culture of innovation, collaboration, and entrepreneurship in the fields of aerospace, cyber, maritime, and computing. Ladies and gentlemen, 21st century marks a transition from an industrial, resource-intensive economy to the one driven by knowledge and characterized by advanced human capital and rapid technological innovations. Analysis of the defense production trends has amply highlighted both the challenges and the opportunities that reside ahead. Adapting to these trends is not a matter of choice, rather today a compulsion. We must leverage emerging technologies, invest in modern manufacturing processes, and embrace innovation to stay competitive at the global level. Here, the role of academic institutions and think tanks in bolstering the defense production capabilities can hardly be overemphasized. We must foster stronger collaboration between the public and private sectors, ensuring that R&D, especially by the young budding minds, remain at the forefront. Here I would like to particularly commend Director General Depot for his initiative of bringing in startup to the ideas for the very first time. I am optimistic that together we can create an ecosystem that not only enhances our production potential, but positions Pakistan as a key player in the global defense and industrial landscape. Ladies and gentlemen, Pakistan remains open to all forms of defense collaboration. May it be collaboration in innovation and production, training exchanges, and the sharing of expertise in counterterrorism. Pakistan Armed Forces are looking forward to deepen mutually beneficial partnerships with all the friendly countries. Despite these numerous challenges, with collective efforts, astute planning, and unflinching resolve, we can achieve our goals and build a robust defense production sector that upholds our reputation and stature on the international canvas. As the defense production industry strives for self-reliance, modernization, and indigenization, may Allah grant us the strength and wisdom to contribute building a strong, secure, and a prosperous Pakistan. Thank you all once again for our participation and support. Pakistan Zindabad, Pakistan Armed Forces, Paindabad. Thank you very much.